Educating your children, the homeschooling option. An ever-growing number of thoughtful parents are concerned about the status of public schools in many sites across North America. At the same time, a good number of families are struggling to make ends meet. They simply do not have excess funds available to send their children to private schools. One solution that many families are embracing is homeschooling. With each passing school year, more and more families in North America, indeed, in many countries around the world, are electing the homeschooling for their children. There are some definite benefits and specific drawbacks to choosing homeschooling for your children. Turning to the positive elements of homeschooling first, chief amongst them is the fact that parents have greater control over the education of their children. One of the more significant complaints frequently expressed about both public and private schools is the lack of input and control a parent has over the education of his or her child or children. While there are certain educational standards that must be met when it comes to homeschooling, a parent has a significant degree of discretion over how his or her child or children will be taught. In addition to more control over the educational process, most parents who are involved in the homeschooling of their children believe that their children are obtaining a far better course of education. Many of these parents simply believe that public schools are not up to muster and that homeschooling ensures that their children will be properly educated. Watch the video to learn more. Enjoying the video? Then give it a like and share it with your friends to help the channel. Of course, when contrasting homeschooling with the private school alternative, educating your children at home is significantly less expensive. The tuition costs and other fees associated with most private schools continue to increase each and every year. As a result, many families simply have been priced out of the private school market altogether. People who are involved in homeschooling believe that education children at home works to develop a stronger bond between parents and children. The very fact that children will be spending more time with their parents because of being schooled in the home enriches the relationship between the generations. There are some drawbacks to homeschooling as well. The primary complaint that some education experts have in regard to homeschooling is based on the need for children to interact socially with other children. These experts maintain that one of the most important components of attending school, be it in a public or private setting, are the opportunities for children to interact with each other. These opportunities are more limited when a child is homeschooled. With that said, there are now different organizations and associations that have been formed that bring children who are homeschooled together for different activities and events. Homeschooling advocates assert that these activities and events allow children who are homeschooled ample opportunity to interact with other children their own ages. Most education analysts believe that the trend towards homeschooling will continue onward into the immediate future. These experts believe that an ever-growing number of parents are going to elect to educate their children at home as an alternative to problematic public schools and expensive private schools. Thank you for your time. Don't forget hit the subscribe button.